The aim of research is to seek answers to questions using systematic and scientific methods, with the purpose of uncovering new knowledge or clarifying existing truths. Within a study, objectives serve as the concrete steps that guide the investigation, making clear to the reader what the researcher intends to accomplish. Research in tourism and hospitality goes beyond gathering promotional materials. It involves applying data-driven analysis to address practical challenges such as identifying reasons for declining hotel occupancy or developing strategies to manage excessive tourist inflows in a destination. Main objective. This represents the broad, central purpose of the study. It outlines the overall direction, relationships, or key issues the research intends to address. Sub-objectives. These are narrower, more specific goals that break down the main aim into manageable parts. Each sub-objective should focus on a single well-defined aspect of the topic. In quantitative research approach, it focuses mainly on numerical data, statistical analysis, and how much or how many. For example, if we take the topic sustainable destination management and the context coastal sustainability challenges from rising tourism, the main objective analyzing and quantifying the statistical relationship between tourist arrivals and key indicators of environmental decline in coastal cove with the goal of identifying thresholds that define the area's carrying capacity. Sub-objectives: to measure the precise concentration of microplastics in the sand at coastal cove across 4 high-density tourist zones. Second, to calculate the percentage increase in water turbidity and nitrogen levels during the peak summer season versus the off-season. Third, to determine the statistical relationship between the number of daily hotel bookings and the volume of municipal solid waste generated. Fourth, to identify the exact numerical tipping point, that is visitor count, at which local infrastructure, that is sewage and waste, begins to fail. Qualitative research approach focus on perspectives, underlying reasons, and why, how. With the same topic and context, the main objective to investigate how local residents and key stakeholders perceive and experience the cultural and environmental changes in coastal cove brought about by large-scale tourism. Sub-objectives: explore how long-term residents interpret the erosion of cultural identity and community belonging. Second, compare the behaviors and perspectives of environmentally conscious travelers with those of mass tourists in relation to waste management practices. Third, analyze the interaction and power relations between municipal authorities and tourism developers in the enforcement of environmental policies. Fourth, document and interpret local fishermen's accounts of shifts in marine biodiversity over the past decade. A hypothesis is a tentative explanation or assumption about a phenomenon or relationship whose validity is not yet established. It serves as a predictive statement that can be examined through systematic, scientific investigation, allowing for objective testing and verification. Functions of a hypothesis: it brings clarity, specificity, and focus to a research problem. It tells you exactly what data to collect and what to ignore. It enhances the objectivity of the study. It helps delimit the area of research to keep the investigator on the right track. It contributes to the formulation of general axioms or scientific theories. Hypotheses are most commonly employed in quantitative and experimental research, where the central aim is to test specific causal links or measurable associations. In contrast, qualitative research emphasizes the exploration of subjective experiences and meanings without being restricted to predetermined structures, and therefore typically does not rely on hypotheses. Hypothesis formulation process. In academic research, hypotheses are generally formulated through two main approaches: deductive reasoning or inductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning: you can develop a hypothesis through several sources of reasoning. Established theory: drawing on existing frameworks in tourism, such as Butler's destination life cycle model. Review of literature, building on findings from prior studies conducted in comparable coastal destinations. Logical inference, extending evidence from other contexts. Example, pollution observed in Italy and Thailand to predict similar outcomes in coastal cove. Inductive reasoning: a pilot study involves collecting a small set of data to identify potential patterns before committing to a full-scale investigation. It becomes essential in cases such as novel topics, when no prior research exists on the specific issue under study. Testing research tools, when evaluating whether survey instruments or questions are understandable and relevant to the local population before large-scale distribution. Refining variables, when uncertainty exists about which independent variable has the strongest influence. Example, whether tourist numbers or tourist types contribute more to waste generation. Research aims, objectives, and hypotheses provide the foundation for systematic inquiry. Together, they guide studies toward clarity, precision, and meaningful discovery. In the upcoming videos, I will cover the remaining subheadings of tourism research to show how each contributes to building a comprehensive and meaningful study.